we're going to talk about sighting in a rifle scope, and we're going to try to make it fun and easy to understand. And starting with a 10-inch target, I am going to go through the process of sighting in the average rifle scope. This 10-inch target has 1-inch increments between each set of rings. The bullseye has 2 inches across with an X in the center. To make things a little easier to understand, we're going to put the X in the center and break it in half to show that it's 1 inch from the center of the X to the edge of the first ring. How many inches is it from the shot to the center? 1 inch between each set of rings, bringing us to 4 inches. Most scopes have a 1/4 inch adjustment per 1 minute of angle. Therefore, at 100 yards, it takes 4 clicks to move the shot 1 inch. So we know it takes 4 clicks per inch, and it's 4 inches to get to the center of the bullseye. It requires 16 clicks to the right. And some of the biggest mistakes made as individuals are shooting and they're trying to adjust scopes is they're minimally clicking. They're only putting 1 or 2 or 3 clicks on there, and they're not understanding that it requires 4 clicks to move 1 inch when you're sighting in at 100 yards. Now, the first shot here only requires windage. This shot is in between 2 rings and it's low right. So this is going to require both windage and elevation adjustments. However, there are a couple things to consider before getting click happy. The target we're going to cut into 4 quadrants. We're going to use white lines going left and right and up and down, making a perfect X broken in 4 quadrants. The green lines will be drawn through the center of the bullet holes. Where these lines cross is where we will move the shot for more accurate adjustments. So we are going to put a blue asterisk in a virtual spot so we can get a more accurate adjustment reading. In this case, it's 2.5 inches right of center and it's 4 inches below center. So that's going to require 10 clicks and 16 clicks to move it back to center. Okay, we go to the range, we set our target out at 100 yards, we load the weapon and fire our first shot. There's our first shot, high to the right. The first impact is about 3 inches high and 5 inches to the right. Now, I'm not using the green lines here. We're just basically guessing, because that's what most of you will be doing, is looking at the number of rings and eyeballing the number of clicks left or right and up or down. Okay, and that's a good practice to be in. Calculating the adjustments are not terribly difficult, right? The question then becomes, when do we adjust? A minimum of 2 shots, but ideally 3 shots or triangulation fire is preferred. So let's take a second shot. As you can see, there is a significant difference in shot placement compared to the first shot. This one's low left. The first shot was high right. Finally, we'll take a third shot. Now we have a low right impact. So this is not a group warranting any adjustments with the scope. These are marksmanship issues, not scope settings. So we can't make adjustments on this loose of a group. So 3 shots taken, and they are not consistent nor tight enough in a group to make an accurate windage or elevation adjustment. The concept of triangulation fire is to establish a tight group first, then make adjustments to sights. We're going to try this again. We're going to do 3 shots to try to establish a tighter group. Okay, that's a lot better. That's more consistent. It's a much better group, and it's high to the right. We are going to utilize the lines that we used before, and we're going to center them through the group. So through the group, we're going to draw the first line. Where these lines intersect are the points in which we calculate the adjustments. That blue asterisk is the virtual point of impact. So we see that the elevation is 1.5 inches high. At a 1/4 inch per click, it's 6 clicks down. The windage is approximately 2 inches to the right. And at a 1/4 inch per click, 8 clicks to the left brings it to center. Pretty simple. That's about as far as we need to go on this. If there are any questions or comments, if you would like to review the video several times, I know I speak quickly, but I want to keep it under 5 minutes. I don't know if I achieved that, but good luck and good shooting.